Yeah,
It's
there
true.
you go.
It's true. Yeah.
So I bet you I can think of one player who's going to be like scouring through the Saga lore now, going, "Who is this fellow? Who is this Sarpedon guy?" And it's like, oh, no, at least one. But yeah. So, the you guys, Hoshi, could you do a few more? I've pressed record, by the way, so don't worry.
Oh yeah, Dean, you need to press record.
See now.
You start recording.
So Hoshi, do one more cunning roll for me.
Make it a good one. It's a terrible one.
You guys are back in the storm, so the water just takes you out because you need to skirt around buildings and stuff that are just beneath you.
Yeah.
You guys are now back in the storm, so Hoshi, you're going to need to do 5 more cunning rolls for me.
I pointed out that, yeah. Okay, all pass.
Whew, you are now out of the storm, and you are going directly towards the gulf in the land that takes you towards Revreen, which is where you need to go. And
I guess we haven't got a choice.
as you're leaving the place, you know, as you're leaving Valen, you all get a vision because the binding imprint is so strong. It comes in from Magnus that it's actually sent out to everyone of the city as it was as you pass it by, and
Incredible.
he basically just says, now Magnus, we could have this again. Just think on it. Just think on it, and he leaves it at that. As you guys go
Gallivanting about.
out of the storm, and you come back to the lamenters who are standing on the coastline. And eventually you come down into the main waterway of Valenwreath and start winding all the way towards Revreen. And one thing that Resin, you gave this note to everyone, didn't you? Because Logan found it on everyone. So
Yeah.
Resin, you're reading that letter and you're wondering who this minister is because it's signed the minister at the top of the thing, and you're thinking, well, maybe these guys are being funded to kill me, basically, to kill us by the minister.
Yeah.
Maybe they're being funded by him. So you just don't know who that is. So you can do whatever you want with that information. I'm just going to plant that in your head just so you're thinking.
I was gonna share that with everyone. It's like, so whoever this guy is, we should probably either take care of him or get out from under his radar, because we don't need more people continuously trying to kill us.
Magnus, have you got any idea who this minister would be? I mean,
Well,
name one yourself or not.
I can tell you that the 9 ministers are the rulers of all of Valenwreath. So, if this minister is indeed one of these 9, that is not the greatest sign.
How worried should we be?
Considering that they run the entire empire, fairly worried.
Didn't the oh my god, what is my brain is just not happening right. Didn't the Skybreakers kill one of the ministers?
They did.
Yes, a while ago.
That was me.
Stormbreakers.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed in you.
Yeah.
Wow. Sorry.
Great
But yeah,
story as well.
no, I know you said your brain ain't working.
It's like I said it like as I was saying it, like this isn't right, but I know I'm very close. I'm just too tired.
RTC's broken you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, didn't the Stormbreakers kill one of them?
Yes, but they were warriors of legend. We are me, you, and him, pointing to Logan.
Yeah, but Hassan was one of them, and we took him down.
I guess you're right.
He does have a point.
I mean, I don't think we should go charging into them, but we find one of them.
Hassan was a weak character who rose to power by betraying his friends.
What?
You think he's representative of what the Stormbreakers were?
What? You don't know that. You don't know
Come
that.
on, you
He does know that, to be fair.
You met him.
I want to start a new comedy show called 3 Ex-Stormbreakers and the Son of God.
and we haven't met any of the other Stormbreakers. They're all dead. Well, Corfin.
Well, yeah.
She's a queen now.
Yeah, but we could have taken her in a fight.
Huh. You think?
Yeah, I do think.
Not at that
Probably
level. Probably now, but back then she would have just murdered all of them.
To be fair, the only thing
You didn't see her.
You
You didn't see her practicing with her bow while we were sleeping at night.
Yeah, that's true.
Trust me. As an archer, I can tell she's very, very skilled.
All right. Let's stop the sort of whatever the hell this is and get back to the point.
In any case, we should figure something out about
Yes.
these people.
Well, what is it you want to do?
Oh,
We need
Well,
more
like I
men
said.
at the very least.
Well, we can at least find out which minister it is that wants us dead.
Hmm?
We can at least find out which minister wants us dead.
Yeah.
Is that wise?
Well, I mean, they want us dead, so it's either we just keep waiting for them to kill us, or we do something about it.
It concerns me.
I
that
agree. I think we should take the fight to them.
Putting ourselves in a situation where we might find that information out might bring us much closer to the harm that we're running from. I think we should reinforce and take time to prepare ourselves.
The more time we give them, the more time we take, the more time we give them.
But we've been running around for months now, just constantly trying to throw ourselves into the next situation for fear that we're giving the enemy time. Maybe it's time we tried actually taking the time ourselves to prepare.
Yeah, had we taken the time to prepare with Aravad, who knows what could have happened? It could have been much worse.
But Aravad was different.
Is he?
Think if we'd taken the time to recruit crew that we knew we could trust. Think if we'd taken time against the Black Hand.
I told you not to trust them.
But what choice did I have? We were
We could have hired other people.
woefully undermanned on this ship. We can barely steer it as we are.
You could have hired other people. I told you specifically not to trust them. And you hired them anyways.
You
Okay,
told me not to trust the man from Menshai.
And yet you hired him and the other people from Menshai.
I'm going to say this conversation is going on over the next couple of days. As you see this alcove here. Well, it's not actually an alcove, it goes into the main river that leads down all the way into the capital of Valenwreath. And it gets pleasantly warm the closer you get to it. And you start hearing fluent Latin starting to be spoken. And among the people of the docklands as you're going past, as the river gets smaller and larger, thinner and wider as you go down throughout this cacophony of water. Before finally you guys get to the capital city, which is basically imagine Rome on a nicer river, basically. Like 4 times the size of Rome, ancient Rome. Ancient Rome had about nearly 1 million people, so this has got around 3 million people in. For a medieval city, that's gargantuan, and it just splays out before you in this marble shining forest of buildings, with a great palace at the end, and the royal palace, which stands empty. It's maintained for the heirs of the emperors to come and claim one day. But there's a smaller palace nearby, which is the ministerial palace, which.
Well, this is either the greatest hiding place that we've ever come upon, or the grandest prison we'll ever be trapped in.
I'm just sort of staring mistily eyed into the distance and being reminiscent.
Resin kind of rolls his eyes. Because he at this point he's decided that Hoshi's always being dramatic.
I am dramatic. I worked in a theatre for most of my life, for goodness sake.
Well,
Drama
so
is-
dramatic.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, she's at it again.
Lo,
Drama is how I've learned to deal with the world.
lo, the city, which is our prison.
Oh shit! I found Indiana Jones' hat. On a side note.
Oh yeah, was that in the fridge? In the fridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I didn't realize Crystal Skull predated it.
So,
Anyway, carry on, sorry.
yeah, you guys are basically, you guys can dock the ship. You're in Revreen now, capital city of the Valenwreathian Empire, as is. And
Let's do that.
You can see the people just milling around all the time, pointing at your ship. You know, they're not going, "Oh my god!" They're like, "Oh look, it's a ship." You know, and that's quite an interesting make.
Probably looks like it's been beaten to hell.
It looks like it's been through a storm, but a lot of the ships look like they've been through a storm. And Kargan comes up to Hoshi and says, "Listen, Captain, I've had 3 of the lads saying they want to get paid and then they want to get off the next port. They don't want
That's
to
fine. That's fine, I can understand that.
And
At this point,
they got families here or in nearby cities. They want to get off and do their own thing. But listen,
I told you I'd had no objection to you leaving at any point.
I'm not leaving.
I intend to be true to my word.
I'm not leaving. I know a few good lads in the city who are trustworthy, and who can get us a good
Thank
crew
you.
together.
I appreciate your loyalty. I couldn't expect this from you.
He said, to be fair, I mean, they got nowhere else to go. These men are born here and they were raised here. They've got families and friends who can get them jobs. I'm an asunder. I'm literally over 1,000 leagues away. There's no way I could leave.
We're
But
both far from home, my friend. But
Yeah.
don't worry, we'll return one day. Tell the men that are leaving that we value their service to us, and that we wish them good luck for the future. And then get yourself into town and find us some new crew members.
okay,
How many people are leaving us?
3 out of the 8. You have 3.
And we're already like short-handed.
Yeah,
Right,
you
well, I
already.
want at least 5 times that back on the ship by the end of the week.
He said, okay, well, when you get the money for the shipment of whatever it was that Resin brought with us, then make sure you send it my way and I'll get them paid and I'll get them on board.
Absolutely, I will.
So, alright. And he hops off the ship and he says, any crew members want to lay off some steam, come with me. And all of them go, even the ones who are leaving, they come to you and shake your hand and thank you for getting them this far, and then they get off. And everyone, all the crew members get off and they go to just, drown the sorrows and
I try to.
the ship.
I show that. I make it clear to them that I respect what they've done for us.
Cool. Alright, so what's everyone gonna do?
I honestly, out of character, I can't really remember exactly what I was supposed to do after we got to the city. I guess
Sell our cargo.
Yeah.
And in fact, I'm going to tell
we're
them.
meeting someone who's buying it.
Oh, right.
Um,
I might have his name.
a man runs up to the ship in a toga, and he just says, typically Valenwreathian, and he says, are you Dock 42, ship 42? Yes, hello.
Are we?
He's speaking Valenwreathian to Hoshi, and Hoshi doesn't have a clue what he's saying. So he goes, oh, and he starts shouting it really slowly. I'm
gonna call for Magnus while he's still shouting.
Okay, Magnus, are you gonna go help him, or?
I'm gonna. Yes. What do you want?
He says,
I'm just gonna point.
thank the gods of Valenwreathian. Okay. Yeah, my name's Paulus. I'm here to supersede the transaction of the cargo that you have in your vessel.
I sort of look at Rez and go, yes, something like that.
Says, are these barbarians trustworthy? Are they? By the way, barbarian isn't an insult in Valenwreath. That's just what you are if you're not a Valenwreathian.
Mhm.
It's not technically an insult.
I'm like, yeah, they can be trusted.
He says, okay. Show me the merchandise, my friend. Show me the merchandise.
I'll sort of look to Rez and just sort of go, he wants to see the merchandise.
Alright, I'll shrug and then wave them over and head towards it.
Okay, so
I I just say, I obviously, like, being, given my background, I obviously speak the common tongue, but I'd like to, like, when I'm sort of just, like, responding, into this guy, despite not understanding what he's talking about, like, I'm sort of, I'm trying to respond and explain that I don't speak the language. I'm speaking in Menshai because it feels, like, almost safer not to like, establish that common ground. Although I'm not sure whether they speak the common tongue at all.
Fair enough. So he gets taken downstairs and he's checking over the barrels. And he says, but Minister Castor has been looking for this shipment for months. You've done well making it this far. You'll be paid in full. On my authority. In fact, he says, I'd like to meet your captain. Is he around? Are you the captain? And he sees to Magnus, he says this.
Like, I sort of look at Hoshi. Are you still wearing the hat, by the way?
Oh, yeah.
So I sort of look at Hoshi. I look at the hat.
Magnus, imagine my profile picture, right? Imagine that, but instead of the big fur headdress, I'm wearing a giant pirate hat with a big red feather in it.
Okay, well, I sort of look at you. I look at the hat. I sort of go, she's the captain.
He says, can you translate for me?
No, I say this to him in Valenwreathian.
Yeah, he says to you, can you translate for me?
Certainly, sure.
He says, and he goes back into, like, really, like he's talking to a monkey. Really slow, loud speech. He's like, would you like to come to a ball with me?
I sort of look at him and go, you realise that with me translating, you don't have to speak like that, right?
He gives you, like, a smile and goes, yeah.
Like, I sort of go, fair enough. And sort of turn to Hoshi and goes, Mr. Polis here wishes to know if you wish to attend a ball with him.
It would be my pleasure to take the exotic woman for drinks.
He wants to take you for a drink.
Is that exactly what he said?
I paraphrase a little, but that's pretty much what he said.
Tell the man I'm flattered, but I'm a very busy woman, and I have much to attend to over the next few days.
She said no.
So he's like, he says, is she sure? I mean, I could go get a whore from one of the brothels, but she'd have to be a high class whore, obviously. No one gets it's an audience with the 8 ministers. If you would, the word 9. I'm hoping to become the 9th. They're holding an election in a couple of days. But
really?
I would like her to accompany me. I will buy her the finest gowns, and I will dress her in the garb of her people, and
whatever her people are.
Very well. I'll sort of turn to Hoshi and go, he wants to take you to some fancy ball where the 9 ministers are going to be, and he says he'll buy you shit.
Well, that sounds great, but Magnus, do I really want to spend time in close proximity with the 9 ministers? I don't think I do.
Am I there?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'm actually. Yeah, I was following them.
Oh, Magnus, what languages do you speak?
I speak. Well, I speak Valenwreathian and Kaldanians are like not great. My Menshai is pretty good. And
it's pretty good. Oh, then we're definitely talking in Menshai just to be safe. Because I'm assuming I know that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we're talking. That's how we're talking then.
Okay.
No one here is going to speak that. They might speak common, but they won't.
So Resin and I have no idea about what you were talking about.
I've gotten bored, and I've said to Magnus, make sure that we get the full payment of, and what I can't remember how much it was. I think it was like supposed to be like 5,000 apiece.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I seem to remember you saying 5,000 apiece.
Yeah, so I think it was 5,000 apiece. Just make sure we get our full pay. I'm gonna go and see what the town looks like.
Magnus, what do you think? What do you think of this man? My instincts say I should not do this.
Yeah, I wouldn't say he was your type, to be honest.
Oh well, thank you for that. My question is, do we need this opportunity, or is it as I think it is, one to be avoided at all costs?
You can do a sense motive if you want.
I will with narrowed eyes.
Yep.
In fact, I don't even know why I'm doing that. My perception's 10. Although I guess it's an opposed check or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll use narrowed eyes then.
Okay.
So that's a 1.
Yeah. So you're getting the impression that this is a social climber in front of you right now, and he's a mid-range senator who has just been jumped up because he's just discovered a couple of Feyerite reserves, something like that. And he's been up jumped to high nobility, and he's put his hat in the ring to become the ninth minister since the death of the last one. 12 years ago.
There's not likely to be anything going on here. He's just like, ooh, pretty lady, I can impress people.
He's basically saying I can walk in with this beautiful men-shy woman on my arm. And
I don't think Hoshi's that pretty.
Yeah.
I think she's probably pretty average, but like I guess
Yeah, but you're exotic.
Yeah,
I'm foreign.
She was quite.
Did we? Oh yeah, I'm
was
actually
alright,
quite good looking, aren't I? Yeah, we rolled for it. Like I'm sort of relatively average.
Yeah, but I think the fact the fact that you're exotic. Like, look, I have something no one else has.
Yeah, like it doesn't. Yeah. Anyway, that's kind of besides the point. But yeah, I in that case, I feel a little bit safer because I'm not immediately on edge, but I still feel like not doing this is probably the best thing.
Well, that really depends whether you're still of the opinion that we don't need to find out who this counselor is who's after us. If you want to hang back, going would probably not be a good idea.
I appreciate that we want to know who it is that we're dealing with, but to tell you the truth, I'm kind of scared.
Well, you are a free agent.
I won't be able to bring you in with me. Any of you.
I'll turn back to Polis and say,
probably then.
Yeah, well, I'm going to turn back to Polis and be like, she's considered your offer, but the answer's still no, I'm afraid.
He says, "Oh, well, in that case, what is your name, sir?"
I'm like, Magnus.
He says, "Right. Well, if you'll all come with me to my villa, I'll make sure you're paid straight away." He said, "Brutus," and the claps twice, like, and like a big burly man comes and starts like lugging the barrels onto a cart. He says, "Come with me." And you guys go walking. Well, you can stay on the ship if you want. It's up to you.
Well, I'm going to turn to them and go, he's insisting we go to his villa in order to get paid. I don't know how you feel about this, Resin.
Resin stepped out onto the deck, so when you guys were speaking Menchai, he got bored of your stuff.
Yeah. Well, because I imagine that I was following them up, and as you watch a bunch of people carrying off with the merchandise, you'll want to know that
I'll be like, was there any trouble getting us paid?
I'm like, he wants us to go to his villa to get paid.
He also wanted to take me on a date.
That's besides the point.
A date?
Resin's gonna chuckle.
A date?
At a ball with the 9 ministers.
Then you should go. Resin's gonna be like, well,
I know.
Find out who they are?
I know, but I don't feel it doesn't feel safe. There's got to be some other way of finding the information we need.
Resin is going to sigh a little bit.
I don't want him to buy me a dress or anything.
Something tells me you're not his type, Logan.
I was thinking exactly the same thing. I have to.
Either way, let's make sure we get paid. We can go to this. We can go to his villa, whatever.
I mean,
let's go there.
Look, I respect your feelings that we should find out who it is that we're dealing with here, but I just, I made the call because I didn't think it was the safest way to go about doing that. I hope that's okay.
No, I respect that. I respect your judgment. If you didn't feel it was right, then I'll stick with you. That's fine by me. But we should definitely go and get paid. I'm eager to have these feet on solid ground rather than on this rocking ship. So anywhere but here. No offense, Hoshi.
Rezin's just kind of waiting for you guys to be done with what he's at this point considered flirting.
Okay.
And he's gonna like have a cock and eye around like, hey, you two done yet? And then just like I'm gonna say Magnus. All right, well tell him we'll come along then.
Yes.
Right,
Logan's gonna punch Rezin in the arm and then leave.
Okay.
yeah, and I inform Paulus that we're all going with him.
Okay. So you guys are walking through the city, and there's lots of hustle and bustle going around. As tomorrow night is the Saturnalia, which is the festival celebrating the fall of the emperors, and it's also the time where there'll be a ball, a banquet at the minister's palace of the ministers, where they're basically going to announce who is voting and who's going to be running for the place of the 9th minister. And the 9th minister was killed, as you know, by the Stormbreakers in the last campaign, and his seat hasn't been filled yet. So
His staff summoned a dragon.
yeah. The junior minister who died, because you remember you killed 2, didn't you? So the junior... No, he got away. So yeah, it's
Yeah, the other one escaped with me.
Yes.
Well, Hassan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So his name was Vernus. Yeah. Okay. So you guys go to this person's villa, and it's quite a nice place. You know, it's quite upmarket in the city. And he says he turns around. He says, well, would I be able to afford you any refreshment that we can have brought here?
Yes, I'll have some Valenwreathian red, please.
And he says,
Mr. Cannon.
"There's only the finest, and you, my dear." To
I'll
He's still speaking Valenwreathian, isn't he?
What,
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah. Well, I'll turn to Hoshi and be like, fancy a beverage?
Why not?
What do
Send us a
what do you have?
Whatever's good.
Another glass of Valenwreathian red for the lady.
He says, and he turns on the common tongue and says to Logan, "And you, sir, what would you like?"
One of the same, you know, when in Rome and everything.
I'd like to say I'm slightly taken aback at the fact that he understands common, and I'm suddenly relieved that we were speaking not in common.
Yeah.
Because I definitely nearly made that mistake.
And Resin?
Rezin, from our time in the other cities, has realized he's not going to find any kind of beer that's worth it. He's not one for wine, particularly. Mm-hmm. So he's just going to kind of like wave it off like, I'm fine.
What about that beer I bought when we went to see Hassan? That was pretty good.
It's on the ship. Or what we didn't sell. Yeah, what we didn't sell was used as food.
Okay,
on the ship that got scuttled.
Does anyone remember how much money you were going to get paid by?
5,000 each.
Okay, you are paid 5,000 each.
Yay!
Nice.
I nearly doubled my money.
And I thought he was going to kill us.
As did I.
Hey, I have 9,000 now.
He says, so the voyage was hard. You're all reclining on chairs and couches and stuff, and he's just sitting there as a slave feeds him grapes, which never happened in Rome, by the way, but you know, in this Rome it does. And
what language is he speaking? Well,
he's speaking the common. He's speaking the common tongue, broken common.
Okay.
And he basically says, so the voyage was tough. Your ship looked worse for wear.
Odd weather.
Is really?
Well,
We've heard of some unnatural storms occurring the past couple of weeks.
Like I've never seen in all my years. And the shape of them too. They seem to follow us.
He says, yeah, I that's the first I've heard of that. Anyway, you seem like a capable crew and a capable bunch. He turns around to one of his friends and he goes, Glaucus. And the man who's Glaucus turns around and he's in looks like Lorica Segmentum armor, you know, like proper all silver. And he comes forward and does the military salute. And he says, how many men do we have on detail at the ball tomorrow? And Glaucus says, none, my lord. We're allowed none. Says, yes, but we are allowed guests. And Glaucus sort of like smiles and says, yes. He goes, how would all of you like to double your money? Act as my personal bodyguard tomorrow, just in case anything happens. And I'll give you another 5,000 each.
Sounds like easy pay to us.
Perhaps I'll take you up on that date after all.
Really? I just turn to Hoshi in Men Shine and just go, really? 5,000 is what it takes, huh? And just sort of smile.
This isn't for the money.
Oh, yeah.
I would have gone if I'd known you could come with me.
I just sort of go, yeah, of course. And just sort of give a slight smile before turning back to Kargan and going, we'd love to.
5,000 is what it costs for you to be my personal bodyguard for the night.
He says, well, that's settled then. You'll have rooms and board prepared, and if you should need to go back to your ship, have no fear. You can leave and come and go as you please. I would ask you to submit your weapon preferences to Master Glaucus here. And the old legionary gives you a firm nod. He says, and he will sort you out your weapons. And welcome to Revreen, my friend. And he stands up and he toasts you all. Says, I have an important announcement, important business appointment. So if you'll excuse me, I'll return on the evening. And walks out.
Logan's going to thank him for his hospitality before he leaves.
Yeah, same.
Just very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I guess we'll head back to the ship. Unless anyone else has got.
I'm gonna sort of gesture to a slave, and when he comes over, I'm gonna be like, "Tell me, does this villa have a bathhouse?"
he bows. He notices you as in the garbs of a minister, and he bows, like nearly like gets on his knees, like sort of gets on his knees, sort of like, and refuses to look at you in the face and just nods.
Like, good. Take me there.
I'm surprised your robes aren't in like fucking pieces.
Yeah.
They're good pairs. Yeah. I like to look snappy.
He bows and says, and as you're walking, you hear a voice in your head going, "Don't do this." There's no...
I just sort of go, "Hey, the bathhouses of Revreen were legendary. Are legendary. You really think I'm going to walk through the city and not go into these bathhouses? These are the greatest bathhouses that have been around since Balin. Trust me, I was there."
No.
just like the fetal position
just
in your mind.
Your mind is now taking the fetal position.
I just sort of go. I'm talking out loud now because I don't give a shit what the slave is.
Yeah.
I just go, "Hey, you don't have to watch."
He says, as long as I'm in your head, I cannot not watch.
I'm like, you know what? For you, I'll close my eyes.
You open the doors to the chambers, and there's like 7 just stark naked girls from all around the world, just like pouring milk and honey into this piping hot bath of water. And you just hear Carrion in your head go, "No!" And then the door just
I just go, I take it back. I keep my eyes open. I just close the door behind me.
Okay. So you guys get back to the ship, and there are 15 men there. They all look like dockhands and ship workers. And Kargan's there. And a lot of them are saying, you better not be lying about this. And he's like, no. Look, Captain Bleeple will be back in a minute. Just get you all paid and get it all straightened out, be fine. And Hoshi, you can
pay them.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
There's like 15 dockhands and sailors around Kargan, and one of the sailors are just saying, "You better not be lying to us. Like we're after work. We've got families to feed." And he says, "No," and Hoshi. And Kargan's like, no, it's fine. Don't worry about it. The captain will be back soon. It'll all be straightened out. You get paid. All that. Don't worry about it.
Wait, 15. So hold on. Are these the guys we're hiring?
You don't know until you get there.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm seeing all this happen. Am I?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll stride up to Kargan and.
He says,
What's all this?
He says, good dock hands and ship workers. All of them have got references.
Capable sailors?
Capable sailors, all of them got references, all of them come personally recommended by contacts I've got in the docks. So, yeah. Sailing cost is 100, 200 each.
200 each?
Sign on.
3,000. Yep, that's acceptable for me.
And one of the sailors goes, what, you can just pay it just like that?
Gonna pay you just like that? I don't think so.
No, I mean, you need a sign-on fee, like, you know, they need to be paid to come on. But
yeah.
No, normally they're used to getting jerked around by the state, you know, so like...
Oh yeah, no, we'll pay.
It's like, really? 200 up front? This is the main, one of the sailors saying that.
Saying what? Sorry, sorry, my audio is cutting out a bit.
He's just astonished that he's getting paid 200 up front. Is that really?
Well, yes, certainly. If you prove to be honest, good sailers,
he says,
we'll have no quarrel.
We're the most honest, good sailors you've got. I'll be on board. Yeah, let me on. My family needs to eat. This is brilliant. This is fantastic. We just want honest work. We just want normal work. We want to sail and not get killed and make some money.
Not get killed. Probably gonna die.
Definitely gonna die.
Yeah, we've all got families to feed. Apart from Jim. Jim's a bit weird. And then you just look over and there's a little bloke who goes, hey. Well, we don't know who Jim is. We think he's the king of some foreign country somewhere, but.
Huh. I want to make sure. I want to make sure that Kargan's really done a good check on these. Like, we can't have the same thing happen again.
So you just pull him aside, okay? He just says, "Listen, boss, I've run the checks myself. Right? I've been at it all day. All of my contacts say these men are trustworthy. In fact, I turned away 30 really good ones in favour of these guys because their references were somewhat forged. But I know most of those guys would have been fine, but these guys are rock solid."
You promise me?
Says, I promise. If they're not, I'll leave the ship.
Okay.
Right. So he goes, am I right to sign off on their pay now so they can get on board and get to work?
Are any of the party around?
Yes. Yes. Around.
I'm busy.
Don't know if Rezon's around. Is Rezon around?
I'm around.
Yeah, Resin's there.
Well, yeah. Unless there was a weapon store between the shop and here.
No.
Or between that guy's house and here. Then no. He's still around.
Are you happy with these crew members? I want to check with them whether they're happy with everything.
Well, Resin's gonna take a look around them, see how they look, see if they look like he can trust them. He's gonna give them a good look them up and down. Because after the last debacle.
Well, exactly.
He's Logan's going to go over to. Logan's going to go over to Jimmy, and then usher him over to where Alf is and acquaint them, and see whether Alf gives him his nod of approval.
Alf just looks at him and just like, and Jimmy's like, all right, and they just nod at each other and then just shrug and walk off, and Alf goes back past you and just goes, gives like a thumbs up, and then gets back on the ship.
Okay, well, I'll head back. Well, I'm happy if that's part of it. So, make the arrangements.
I trust Kargan.
As do I.
Alright, so deduct 3,000 from the pool of money.
I guess we'll split that between the four of us.
That is a weekly cost. So
You say the four of us. You mean the three of us? I'm not there.
No.
Yeah, understood, but we expect you to pay us later.
Yeah, sure, whatever. That's not.
I think we'll let Logan cover his portion because Logan's the trustworthy one.
I'll take his share and I'll get it back off him or not. Probably not, but I'll mention it at some point.
So 3,000 between four. What? 2850. Oh yeah, 750. What do I think?
Yeah. Dean, is that an arena?
that is an arena, yes.
That is an arena. Okay.
Ooh, there's an arena.
Eyeing that up on the way back, so Logan may go there next, depending on what happens.
Resin will definitely join you on that. That sounds fun.
This is an aqueduct. These are stately villas. This is upmarket Peter Park town. You know, this is Polis's villa,
Fantastic.
and over there is the an arena, one of two.
Arena. Fantastic. Nice sort of entertainment.
Yeah,
Okay,
no, Resin's
has business been
definitely
concluded?
I think so.
Yeah, so
Our crew's back up to full strength.
All right.
Hopefully with some more trustworthy people
You
to
got
sign.
So how are we going to spend the next day? To tell me.
Presume Logan head to the arena. Whether we take part would be Resin.
I think Resin's gonna go for the arena as well because that sounds very interesting.
Okay, so you guys
Are we just
out
gonna watch, or are we gonna take part as well?
Oh, I'm definitely gonna take part if we can.
Okay.
You guys are walking through, and it's basically people in togas running around everywhere, trying to put on bets and things like that. And you can see like the Silver Legion are standing on guard around all of these little alcoves here. There's like a Silver Legionary, at least like 6'4", 6'5". You know, brick shithouse in Lorica segmentum silver armor with like a silver cloak, but with a single red slash down it, which means that they're city guards, but they're still in the army. But these are the men who have served 15 years in the army, so now they get the cushy appointments. But they're amazingly trained fighters, and whenever the city is attacked or Valenwreath is attacked, these guys come out in retirement and are placed straight back in the Legion. But these are the really, really, really top end. The really, really top end legionaries, and they're not talking to anyone, but there are several men in togas with wax tablets, and they're marking off things and telling people to go this way and that sort of thing. And finally, you guys get to the head of the queue.
Fantastic. Well, I'm going to step up to him and ask him what the odds are for the day, whether there's any particularly choice picks.
He says, he speaks in like fluent Valenwreathian and just says, "What?" He just doesn't understand what you're saying. He says,
do you speak the common tongue?
He's like, "Oh, where?"
Common.
In broken common tongue, he says, "Where are you from?"
I'm from Caldanian, and my friend here is... Where are you from?
I'm from Caldanian as well. You should know this.
You've lived life. That's just... Okay, anyway, back to this fellow. We've come to take part in the arena games if you're looking for fighters, or just to watch otherwise.
He says, "Take part." He turns around and says, "Cassius, mind the stall, will you?" To the guard, and the guard goes, and moves in and says, "Everyone who doesn't have bets to put on, fuck off." And like half of the people in front of him just like move away. And he goes, "Right, you two, with me." And he starts like trudging away.
Very well. We'll follow him.
And you guys get down into like, he leads you down several staircases, and you can hear like the crowd going above you, people like stamping their feet and stuff, and like bits of dust like falling from the ceiling. And he basically says, "Right, we'll get your sign-up sheet here. Just put your name down." You guys are surprised because he's speaking fluent, common tongue. Says, just put your name down. Any mark will... He looks at Rezon and just rolls his eyes and goes, any mark will do, mate. You don't have to write your name. But just put your name down, whatever, or a ring name, or whatever you want to be known by. And we only have one rule here. You either select whether you want to fight to the death or to the first wound. Right, crowd. The decision of the battle is final. We don't have any adjudications. If it's to the wound, we generally let people off so long as they fight well and aren't cowardly. Alright, fights normally one-on-one, but we can sort you out something more exotic if you wish. Animals, people... That's pretty much it, to be honest with you. But we can swing that if you want. We'll have to send you out in the morning, one of the morning bouts, so we've only got another hour. So if you blokes want to come with, maybe got a tournament on to celebrate the Saturnalia, if you want to, if you'd like to,
We'd be honoured to join.
He says, right.
Lead the way.
He says, you're one of 16 then. Good. What's your name, mate? And he turns around to, what's your name, Mary? To Rezon.
Rezon's actually reading the contract because Rezon, his mom made sure he learned to read quite well.
Yeah. It's not really a contract. It's just putting in what your fighting experience is and what your name is, so they know what to say and where you're from.
Yeah, he's filling that out a bit. He's hiding certain bits, but and he just looks at him and says Rezon, and then just continues to work on the thing.
A few of the sailors have gotten back to the ship from the arena, Hoshi, and a few of them have gotten into Polis's estate, and they tell Magnus, who is now being rubbed down by several slave girls, is literally drained of all bodily fluid. And, Magnus, in your head, you can just hear a voice going, I will never forgive you for this.
I'll never feel clean again.
And some of the sailors come in and just say, Master Carrion, Sir, Rezon and Logan are fighting in the arena. Do you like to come with us and watch?
Like, fighting in the arena, you say? Is it to the death?
He said,
no,
he
says, to the pain.
He says, I don't know. All I know is that they're fighting.
Like, it might be interesting. I'll certainly come along. Okay. And I'll just stand straight up out of the bath and just wander to get my clothes.
Okay, he says, and Yoshi, you get the same conversation at your.
Alright, let's go see them do what they want to do then.
Alright. So, Magnus and Hoshi, you guys meet outside the arena, and yeah. So what you guys want to do?
Actually, no, it's fine.
You sure?
Yep.
Alright. So, Logan, you are drawn against a man in the lists called Titus.
Okay.
And you are up next. So,
can I find someone to place a bet?
Yes. You guys pay your way into the arena. This is the smaller of the two arenas. Still big. It's around 45,000. The bigger one is at the other end of the city and is about 80,000. And if you think about these stadiums, the reason why the Colosseum is so big and only holds 55,000 is because it's all built above ground. Things like Wembley and places like that, they're built almost half below ground and then come out. So the one that's 80,000 seats is literally double the one that you can see in the picture. It's huge. But this one's more for for all of the regional gladiators and combatants. This is like their Wembley. Whereas the people who are the upper echelon, or when the major executions are happening, that's at the other one, the bigger one. But this is still huge. This is still a big thing. This is where all the commoners come basically to watch and participate in the games.
Well, I'd like to call over a vendor and just say 500 gold arns on Logan.
He says, yes sir, and he writes it down. And he says, "Would you like me to take you to your seat? There's free bread today."
Sure, absolutely. I was not going to make mention of the fact that free bread means literally nothing to me. And
he says, "Great," and he takes you up, and you go and sit on the in the high class seats.
Hold on, guys. One second.
You go and sit in the high class seats. So Logan, you're limbering up downstairs. It's like getting ready to go. You are the first 2 fights of the 8 fights that are in the first round, the round of 16, have already happened. This is to the first wound. All of these battles to the first wound, unless you choose to select it to be to the death. So
no, Logan wouldn't see it as honourable to kill a man that he's never met and is seemingly innocent. So to the wound, to the first wound, seems fine.
Okay, Oshi, would you like to go and sit with Magnus, or are you going to go sit on your own?
I'll go sit with Magnus.
So you guys, Hoshi, you guys are sitting in the arena and you're baked in the sun. Not too unpleasant. You're not getting burnt or anything. There's warnings up, and you can hear like the whole crowd just chanting in Latin all the way around you and stamping their feet and clapping and stuff. And Hoshi, you've never seen anything like this before. This is just like amazing. Like, it's just for one, you've never seen this many people in a single place before. And no other power in the world can make a building like this. There's just no way for them to do it. This is literally the center of. And when you go to a place like that and you're thinking, this is probably why they had an empire that was that big. It just dawns on you all of a sudden. You look at Magnus with a new look of like, huh, like okay, I can see why he's that.
People just don't think this way where I'm from.
Yeah. Like if you were going to go to, remember that village that you were in near the very start of the campaign, and Magnus didn't seem that very impressed with it. In fact, he wanted to be anywhere but there. Now you're sort of understanding that and you're thinking, I could get used to this. I could buy a house here or something like that.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I mean like a summer home.
There's a certain it's compelling in a way, but also kind of scary.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, they're basically chanting for the death of people who are.
Just the whole feeling of being in an imperial nation.
Yeah. Well, basically, you guys can. There's been a few executions that have happened when people have been like dragged away because this is to the death. This isn't to the death. People would get a bit annoyed that there aren't any deaths. So. But hey, so you are fighting a man known as Titus, yes, Titus, and he is introduced, and you aren't let out yet. You're in the
holding,
in the holding area in the tunnel. And you're just like jumping up and down. You're allowed to wear your own equipment. You're just like jumping up and down and just like getting ready to go. And then finally, your handler comes up to you. Name him Proximo, after the guy from Gladiator. And he just says, when you go, I don't know if you know the Valenwreathian method, but when you go out there, you salute the crowd with your sword. There is no minister in attendance today, but if he was, he would be to your right. You would salute him first, and then the crowd. You bow lowest to him, and a little less lower to the crowd. If you bow lower to the crowd, you'll get him on your side straight away. But you may piss off the nobles. You're supposed to bow to the nobles whatever you do, okay?
Very well, thank you for the advice. I wouldn't want to make an ass of myself out there.
If you want to give up, the symbol is hold up a finger, a hand, or just throw down your weapon. And generally, if he does that, attacking him after that is considered poor form. But there are many people in the Empire who'd like that sort of thing, so it's up to you.
Very well, thank you. There'll be no surrender from me today, but thank you for the advice. And I'll head out.
Okay.
If everything's right.
All right.
And okay. Cool.
Okay, so you... Hang on, I'm going to get something... So I'm sorry, we won't go on for much longer. This is literally, we're just going to do this and then we'll call it, but...
Yeah, it's nearly Magnus's bedtime.
Yeah.
Well,
It is.
nearly Magnus is getting
Second bath time. Oh.
We've had one, yes. What about second bath time?
Oh. Please tell me you had that accent, Magnus. It'd be great.
I unfortunately do not have that accent.
What about second breakfast? Supper?
Yeah.
Dinner?
Lindsay's.
Lindsay's?
I don't think he knows
He
about
doesn't know
second
the
breakfast, Pip.
Dinner? Supper? He knows about them, doesn't he? I wouldn't count on it. Right, I've got a good bit of art there for you. It's quite cool, that, actually.
Okay.
I just wanted to have like a decent backdrop. So let's save that.
Appreciate it, thank you.
Considering the... You might want to go back and watch this afterwards because the music's fucking epic the way
I'm listening to Advent, like One Winged Angel from Final Fantasy VII right now. That's pretty epic.
Yeah. Not as epic as the Gladiator soundtrack, my friend.
I have the music from the
True.
fight between Qui-Gon Jinn and Darth Maul playing in my head.
Duel of Fates.
Yeah, Duel of Fates, that's the one.
There you go.
That's pretty epic too.
Too bad the movie wasn't as...
Yeah.
I think it was the best of the prequels.
Oh.
Yeah, it was
Marginally better than the third one,
Mm.
and then it was a lot better than the second one.
Wait, what? Phantom Menace?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm.
The third one's actually widely considered to be the best of the first
Yeah,
three, but
it
I
is,
didn't
yeah.
like it very much.
Of the prequels.
Yeah.
Alright,
I wasn't a fan. Anyway, yeah, sorry,
So-
just getting distracted.
let's get on with this. This is literally what you're looking at. There are, apart from there aren't any statues there anymore. Like they've gotten rid of the statues, but you guys, Logan, you run out and you're enhanced. You run out on
And I,
the gladiator scene happens where the camera goes around you, looking at the crowd and stuff. By the way, if you're watching this and you've never seen Gladiator, do yourself a favour, go and watch it. It's fucking brilliant.
Please
you know
watch
what?
it.
I'm gonna watch it after we're done and after I've played Borderlands.
Right.
I'm gonna watch it. So yeah. Magnus, because Logan is an unknown, you're given odds of 8 to 1.
8 to 1, you say?
8 to
Poor
1.
bastard.
So
That's playing benefit.
yep. So Titus just
Not bad.
unsheaths his sword and and he's the home. He's from Valenwreath. A lot of them are, so they're cheering against him, not for you, you know, because
that's fair enough. Yeah.
Little do they know.
little do they know.
I respect that.
Okay, so he's gonna seize the initiative, come straight at you, and you're gonna need to roll
Okay.
a 3.
I'd like to parry the first one, so this is the first
Yep.
check. See if I get an extra attack. So I automatically parry that. Yeah.
Yep.
I get an extra attack next time.
Okay. So yeah, you need a 5,
Okay.
a 8, and a 2, and a 1. Alright, so he hits you twice, didn't it? Yeah, hits you twice. And that does... Oh, I need everyone's HP. Well, actually, I only need Resden's and Logan's.
At
It's 300 for me.
Okay.
140.
He hits you for 101 damage.
Okay.
Pretty solid whack he gives you.
Is that before his armor?
No, it's after his arm.
Why did you say that, Resin? 101 damage, okay. Damn it. Okay.
Because I'm just worried for when my armor comes along.
I'm gonna do my special mighty swing attack. I can't remember what it's called now. It's called Cleave the Gods. So I'll do the extra attack I had already, and then do Cleave. So there's a 4. So did you beat that? Or
Nope.
is that a hit? Okay, that's a hit. So I'll do that one first. Then.
Did you just do Cleave? Is that
That's
Cleave
91
the
damage.
Gods?
No, that's the normal hit,
Okay.
and then
Now
because
do
I got
Cleave
from
the Gods.
parrying.
Okay, you and you send him flying from the arena floor into the crowd, and the whole crowd is like stands up and starts like screaming and applauding and like you know, and they're patting the guy on the back. But when you leave the arena, you're out. You know, that's pretty much it. You know, you're lose, and so you're proclaimed the winner, and people are like just astonished by the skill shown. You know, you can do the Russell Crowe thing if you want to slam your sword down and start.
Are you not entertained?
Yeah.
I will, yeah.
Yeah.
I just salute the crowd.
They don't actually know that you're like the emperor to be. It's like, so yeah, you leave the arena, and Magnus, remember to add your money to your.
So 8 to 1. Was it to do math?
Yes. The bookmaker comes back and says, "Sir, you'll have your funds delivered to the front desk. You can claim them with this token."
I'll take the token and I'll say, when is the match with that what's his name? Resin? That was it.
He's the last one on, sir. So he will be. Yes.
Yeah.
He doesn't have much chance. He's fighting the dragon. So.
I'm fighting a dragon?
No, no, it's just a guy called the dragon.
I have faith.
That brings back some horrible memories.
200 gold on Resin, please.
200.
What? 200?
Wow. That with a guy whose name's the dragon. Like, I don't have a.
Oh, fuck you!
Hey, can I put some bets here?
Yeah.
Just won like 4,000 gold, and you can't even spare a decent bet on me.
You can do Hoshi if you want to do. You can
As
do that.
someone like having lived in Shade City, I know that gambling can be pretty bad. But having seen Magnus win that money, I'm like a little tempted. So I'm gonna put 500 gold on Resin.
Oh,
Thank you.
What are the odds? What are the
Thank
odds?
Ooh, I will give you.
Never tell me the odds. No, actually, please do.
You. Do you know what? The dragon's really well liked, so I'll probably give you even money. So
Even money?
Yeah, so you're gonna get like if you bet 500, you'll get 700 back by putting it on Resin.
So is that worse odds than he had on Logan?
Yes.
By
Oh,
far,
worse.
yeah. I'd won in 8. Which was
Oh, so Resin's considered to be pretty strong as well.
Yeah.
Okay, well I'm not gonna bet then.
Yeah,
There's no point.
it's the way he looks. He's just like pretty bestial. People like, you know. So Resin, you want
Like,
now?
it's gonna be a good fight.
You
I won't
wanna-
bother
Well,
betting.
before my match, I do want to stop by with Logan and ask him, mind if I borrow your sword for this? This is going to be fun.
When a knight relinquishes his sword,
It's
his life is over.
considered quite dishonourable not to go on any with your own weapon.
I mean, you know.
I mean, no one would know,
Fine.
but you would know.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter to me. I don't care much for honor. So I'll ask him, see what he says.
I say that and say, nice try then. I'm sure you'll do fine without it.
I know, it'd be so much more fun. And then I'm just gonna head over.
We're all about the fun, aren't
So,
we?
so you get out there, and the dragon's already there. You're both introduced, and you're both going to seize the initiative because you're obviously going to do it. So whoever gets the best roll. I got a 4.
Sorry, and it's my perception, which is +1. Hold on.
I got 4 altogether. So roll again. I got a 5. Oh, okay. So you both like start to psych each other out and fate each other in, and it doesn't work. But then the second time he does it, you're already in there. Like, you're much quicker, and you get to attack.
Alright, I'm gonna use Rapier Sprint.
Okay.
Or, sorry, not Rapier Sprint. Is that, yeah, no, where's this? Where's my Oh, wait, real question. Are we fighting to the death, or are we just fighting?
No, it's first wound. So basically, once your HP is down, you're knocked out.
Okay. One of my skills is... Oh, no, yeah, it is Rapier Sprint. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna use Rapier Sprint, which is gonna be a lot. So I'm gonna add the D6 to my attacks.
Yep.
So 3 extra attacks.
Yep.
-3. So.
Cool. That hits him.
So I get.
That hits him. That hits him.
Or.
That doesn't hit him.
5.
No, that doesn't hit him.
6.
That hits him.
7.
That doesn't hit him.
8.
That doesn't hit him.
It's a crit. Can he not block crits?
Yeah, I think you. I know. Yeah. You can't block it, so you go for it.
9.
That hits him.
1, 2. So I got 2 hits and how many crits?
3, 4.
1,
2, 3.
So 4 crits and 2 hits.
What was your HP again?
140.
140. Okay.
Or sorry, yeah, 140.
But by the way, your HP recharges in between rounds.
So there's 2 hits. That's a terrible hit. And here's 4 crits.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4.
All right. So he's stunned backwards, like trying to. He's only got 1 blade, you've got 2, so he's like trying to like fend you off. And at one stage, he turns one of your blades aside and just comes back at you. And you need a 4. You need a 2. You need another 2. I've critted. And you need another. Well, you need another 4. All right. So he deals you 112 damage from that.
And that's after my armor.
That's after your
which
armor.
Is the 46.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I'm still up.
Yep.
So 112. So that puts me up. Yeah.
Yep.
28. And then I suppose it's can I attack and then use Gauntlet, or do I just use Gauntlet?
No, you gotta just use Gauntlet.
Yeah, alright.
Because when you use Gauntlet, you sort of like you're taking in all your stamina and going huh, and going for it. If you're already attacking, then you can't just like spring into it. You know,
yeah.
you gotta. You need to run up basically.
If it wasn't to the death, I'd just use ahead of time to decapitate him.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, fight to the death, Resin.
Well, I didn't know I wasn't fighting to the death. Logan didn't want to kill people.
Well, that's because he golf swung the guy into Rosette.
So, yeah, I'm just going to do my base attacks because, like, I don't want to end up screwing up my rolls and then like only getting 2 attacks.
Okay.
So I still get my 6 attacks.
Mm-hmm.
I get to reroll that. It's not much better.
It's not a fail. It's the important thing.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Holy shit!
6.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He's gonna be down. He's only got like 30 HP left. So,
okay.
You strike this guy down, and he's like on the floor, like, ugh. It's like, exhausted. It's been a long fight, and you can choose how to end the fight. What do you want to do? It's not to the death, but it's up to you.
I'm just like, if he's on the floor, I'm just gonna put like one of my swords away, and then just put my palm to his forehead and just push him over, and then walk away.
Okay. The crowd sort of boo that because it's quite a dishonourable thing to do to not lift him up, and they're not very happy. So the next round is about to happen. So it's Logan first. We're in the last 4 now. No, the last 8. Yeah, last 8.
Okay. I'd like to bet another 200 on him.
Yeah, his odds for this time round are actually 8 to 4. So,
what did I get for my last bet? If it was even odds.
Even odds, you would have got 300 because you bet 200 on him.
Yeah. See, I'll bet another 200.
So 2 to 1 then.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I will. I'll bet 1,000 on him.
200, 2 to 1.
No. 500 on him.
500 on him. So
Yeah, we actually need to.
You will get 1,000 back from this, and Magnus, you're due 400 back if you know, plus your money, so you don't, So
Yeah.
600 back for Magnus, and you know what I mean.
1,500 for me. Yeah.
Yeah. You are actually against a man called Vicodin. So yeah, he basically he fights against heartburn.
Right. God, love it.
Right, so go for it. Your higher perception. He is this massive, huge brute of a man with a huge axe.
You have a higher perception than someone?
He just
What?
he's just there, just
I
going,
know.
just like appealing to the crowd all the time.
Is your perception like
Right,
negative?
okay.
Yeah, he's not even
use...
looking at Logan at this point. He's just.
I'm a bit wary of this guy because he's quite big, so I'm going to try and
He's
taunt him.
like 8 foot. Yeah, he's fucking massive.
I'm going to try and circle around him and taunt him, and then I probably discover that doesn't really do much after a while. So this is probably about 2 seconds worth of taunting, and then Logan's just going to charge in and do Bane of Humankind, I think. So let's activate that because yeah, it's fine.
Jesus, that sounds brutal.
So all of my attacks hit, and I crit on a 5 or below. So I only get what is it, 4 attacks or something. So
yep.
So that's a 3.
Okay.
That's a 6.
Mhm.
That's a crit.
Mhm.
And that's a crit. So 2 crits and the first 2.
Okay.
The first 2 hit. First 2.
Roll. Yeah. First 2 hit.
First 2 hit. Okay.
Yep.
Right. Let's see.
Actually, no. Yeah. Actually, yeah. First 2 did hit. Yeah. To keep the suspense for the people on thingy, I'm actually rolling with my own dice.
Huh.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Is that
That's
all
all
of it?
this time.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
a lot of
very much this time.
He shrugs you off, and then swings his axe round and clouts you right in the chest with it. So you need, it's 1 attack, and you need a 2.
Oh yeah.
All right. So we got 1 more. Yeah, he's got 1 more. So you now need another 2. Okay. So you parry that, and you get another attack.
Okay.
So he literally goes.
I think
I just imagine him like
throws it.
like putting his blade in front of the in front of the axe and just like being shoved back and then rolling.
Yeah,
into
he
the
is. Yeah, pretty much.
I'm going to try and go for his legs this time.
Yeah.
So as we're doing this, just to provide some kind of context to what I'm doing. Okay. So it's a 5, a crit.
I'm going to say you're rolling. You know what I mean? Rolling and then swiping and then rolling like
Yeah.
and get to out of reach. So that was a miss, a crit,
Dark Souls style.
a crit, and a miss.
And okay, so 3 crits. There you go.
He's not happy.
Is that the same damage?
Like he's been stung by a gnat, and he swings at you twice more. You're going to need a 5.
I think I'll parry the first one, so let me just activate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
And you go after crit. I've just critted with mine.
Okay, cool.
So that would be 287 damage after armor.
Oh dear.
This is why I really wanted to level up before this session, because then I would hit 8 body and have a crap ton more HP.
You've all leveled, by the way.
Awesome.
By this stage.
Can I take that point in body then?
No.
During the session.
I think I'm going to do
Oh god, I'm on fire.
Sundering Blade for the first one. So the first one that hits, I get doubled. So that's activated again.
Yeah.
So let's go for it. A 6.
Hit.
A crit.
Yep.
Another crit. And a
Reroll.
10. Hey.
Reroll?
Oh yeah, I can reroll.
Yep.
Yeah, another crit. So 1, 2, 3, and a hit, which is doubled because of the special thing. So this might be it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You swipe him in the leg, and he goes down to one knee. You swipe sideways, you knock his helmet off, and then you like get the flat of your sword and go whack right into his temple as hard as you can, and you just hear like a thundering boom up your sword, and he's knocked unconscious, and he just falls to the side unconscious, and the whole crowd is like jumps up like at once, is like not expecting you to have won, and it's like start throwing roses and stuff onto the.
Yes, Logan.
I'm just going to throw my arms up in the air. Or Logan is.
No, you are. You are.
Victory.
Don't you lie. You're sitting in your chair.
I did then, just a little bit.
Yeah. He's like, yeah. Okay. Right, Resin, you're next. You're up next. Magnus, you see the man who's doing your bets coming up and down. Remember to add your money, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
I'm
Wait,
going to ask the odds.
we took Magnus's share out of for the paying the crew out of
Yeah. Okay.
Logan's money, did we not?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
So
just
that was-
assume he gives me
That
that.
was still 750 from each of us. So
Oh yeah, I forgot to actually count that out.
yeah, so I think I've got like that'll leave me 4750. Then I bet 500, so I got 5,750.
Okay. So you get basically the man comes up to you and says, "Yes, my lord. What is it you require?"
Okay. What are the odds in this match for that resin chap?
He says it's the unknown Resin against the swordsman Vespasian, man from the Silver Legion, very highly decorated.
Crap.
We're looking at. Hang on a second, and he turns around and shouts down the line, and they shout back with the odds. He says, "Yeah, so on Resin it's 7-1 this time around."
7-1. Put me down for 100.
I say, "Yes, sir."
Put me down for 300.
300. 7-1, remember? So. Okay, so, Resin, you're out again. And the guy in the Silver Legion's taking the applause of the crowd as he just twirls around his spear in one hand. And you immediately see that and go, oh, bollocks. Because it's quite a hard thing to do. And his sword's strapped to his side, and he's got the Lorica segmentum armor and the full Corinthian helmet and the silver shield. And he just immediately plants his spear in the ground and just waits for you.
I'm gonna sigh and then start walking up,
Okay.
and then stop at appropriate distance away.
Okay. He basically just says nothing, and then just picks the butt of his spear up off the floor and just charges towards you and jumps in midair and slams the spear down into your face. You can react if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to dodge that with speed. Just dodge out of the way.
Cool, do it. That's fine. You're out the way. He immediately turns around and starts attacking you like a scorpion with this spear. It's whacking it over. He's not thrusting it. He's actually whacking it overhead and around and overhead to the side. And so do that another 2 times. Another 2 speed checks. Just get out the way. Okay, I'm actually gonna let you roll away and then you catch him off guard and roll straight back in again. And so he drops his spear and goes to get his sword out. You get the first attack in. So you get a full attack round now.
Alright, then I'm gonna use Rapier Sprint again.
Cool.
So the D6.
Mhm.
Why is it always a 3? And then so that gives me 9 attacks. 1. Reroll. 2. Those are both crits.
Yep,
3,
that's a miss.
4, 5,
That's
6,
a miss.
7,
That's a miss.
8, 9.
That's a miss.
So I had 3 crits, I think.
Yep.
And 1 hit.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. 1 hit.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3 crits.
Okay. So he's staggered back by that assault. And
That's actually a decent crit.
you start wailing on his shield. You go to press him down because he's giving way like he's about to be defeated. So you're like, oh, great. So you slam down on his shield, but then he just like kicks back with his right leg and busts the shield out. You know what I mean? Like pushes it outwards, and it flings you back onto your backside. You do the the kip up, like the Shawn Michaels. When you kip up like that, you do that.
Yeah.
Straight back onto your feet, and he's like on you in a second. You need a 2. Okay, that's it. I crit. You need a 5. You need a 5. And you need a 2.
Oh, look at that!
So he deals
Look at that.
you. Bear in mind, you're at full health. So bear in mind.
Yeah.
He deals you 136 damage after armor.
Oh. Jesus. I'm really glad I have really good armor.
So this is a guy who's like top class swordsman, or he wouldn't have gotten through you at all.
Yeah. I'm gonna give him like just right before I do attack. I'm like give him an appreciative glance. Like finally, like someone who's like really, good and not just getting one lucky hit in. And so I'm gonna God, should I go for the gauntlet? Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna go for the gauntlet.
Yeah.
So 22 attacks. Hopefully I get all under 5, so they all crit. But we'll see.
Okay.
1.
Yep.
2. 3. 4.
Is this the one that stops on a miss?
Oh yeah, no, it does. So I probably.
So you missed the 6.
So I got a crit, and is it? You score critical hits on a roll of 5. Is that just the base roll?
That's the base roll.
So 2 hits and a crit.
Okay, do your damage.
Crit.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. He actually goes up to block you with a shield, and like you twang it aside, and then your blade is too far away from his to bring it round again. But you see his helmet like actually come off when his shield's knocked off, but it's been put back, and you bring your fist round, like your gauntleted fist, right into his temple and knock him straight out, like literally just knock him out straight away. And the crowd just like get up to their feet and just start applauding and stuff. And they still remember your conduct last time though. So like, and this is their hometown guy,
Yeah.
So
with this guy, I actually appreciate him because that was actually like a fun fight for Resin.
He actually wakes up groggily.
He's gonna like help the guy. Well, the guy's knocked out, right?
No, he's awake now. He's
gonna help him to his. I'm actually gonna help this one to his feet.
Yeah, he says, "Good fight for a foreigner," and he like chuckles.
Good fight for Valenwreathian.
Yeah. He says,
"Oh shit!"
He says, "Fancy a drink?" As you guys hobble off down the tunnel.
Sounds good to me.
Right. He says, "Yeah, I think you may be facing Cassius in the semi-final. You need to take that prick down. He's an arrogant son of a bitch."
Leave it to me.
He says, "I will. He's already beaten me twice." And then you guys go and get a drink. Logan, you're next up. Magnus and Hoshi, what do you guys want to do?
Find out what the odds are on Logan's match and keep making some money.
Alright. The man comes up to Hoshi, the bookmaker, and he says, "Yes, Sir Logan is fighting an Asunda." Sorry, let me
Asunda?
Yeah, he's fighting an Asunda. I mean, just called
What's the Asunda's name?
Subotai. Subotai. I will put that down.
Was almost expecting somebody else we know there.
Yeah.
What are the odds on this match?
He says it's 7-1 in favour of against Logan. I'm afraid he's turned into quite a crowd favourite, but we think he's met his match with old Subotai.
Oh, so well, in that case, I've got no concerns with placing 200 on Logan.
He says that would be completely the case. Don't you worry.
I'll gesture to him and just go 2,000 on Logan.
Oh shit!
Jesus, Magnus.
Christ.
Are you that confident about this?
I sort of go, you know what? I kind of am.
Right then, make mine 1,000.
Okay.
You guys are both gonna end up poor.
He basically
get a gambling problem.
he basically puffs out his cheeks and like, okay, fine, and goes and takes the money. And then Logan, you're out there, and this guy is just like you can see scars on his chest, which you kind of like, oh, good, because he's been hit before, and then he makes another, and then he makes another one himself, and you go, oh.
That is exactly what Logan would do. Just like see the scars and be like, oh, it's fine. Plenty of people have hit him before.
Yeah.
This will be easy.
He's basically giving you the look of that, the Indian guy from Predator who like cut himself. It's like that look, like. And he's got this like huge moustache that dips away far below his chin, like a massive moustache. And it comes from his way in braids. And he picks up his two swords and starts like twirling them around.
Yes, dual wielding him thunder. Does he also have a staff that talks to him?
No.
Oh.
Thank Christ.
Okay. Well, I guess Logan's going to ready himself for the onslaught that is coming, and I think he's going to wait for him to attack this time.
Okay, he attacks.
You know what, Magnus? I think we're going to lose some money.
You need.
By the way, just for the people who are listening in, the reason I keep talking about Locke is Locke was my character in the previous campaign, who was an Asunder, who was dual wielding, and it was just decimated anything that stood in front of him.
So we're looking at what am I saying? Oh yeah. By the way, your gambits? No, your feats. No, they're not feats. Fucking up. The things that you're using. Your guardian talents. They recharge after every round.
Oh, they recharge. Okay. I've just been using them once per thing for variety, really. But
yeah.
Okay.
Gauntlets are once per session, but yeah.
So yeah. Apart from if it's one per session, then yeah, that's it. But yeah, he charges you, and you're going to need a 4.
Okay, I'll parry the first one. Let's see if I get an extra attack.
Nope.
Oh god. Okay. I can't re-roll those. So
you need a 7.
So come on.
You need a 9. Fucking hell.
Okay.
You need a 2.
1D.
There we go. I critted. I critted again. You need a 3. Yeah, you can. Yeah. A 4. Okay. And he's gonna hit you for
2 crits in a hit.
yeah, 278 damage.
Okay.
After armor.
Right,
Logan?
okay.
I have 2,000 gold riding on this.
And I have 1,000. No pressure.
If Logan knew about that, he might just throw his sword down just to piss you off.
You would think it was dishonourable for us to bet on him, I imagine.
Yeah, maybe.
It would also be dishonorable to
Benefit
throw a match.
lucratively off his success. I mean, about
So
you
this
actually
guy's
6,000 gold.
Yeah, that's true. So this guy's knocking back away from him, and Logan kind of gets himself ready and gathers himself up, and then he's going to make a charge in with shrugging off the worst. So to kind of represent his resolve going back. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to charge in and do my normal attacks. So crit, 4. Another
crit,
4.
Hit.
And 2.
A hit.
Okay, so
What the shrung off the words do just means that you're.
if I deal damage, then I take no damage next round. If that
Okay,
makes sense.
yeah.
So if I don't deal damage, I take half damage, and if I deal damage, I take no damage next round.
Cool.
Kind of represents
Good
me.
hit as well.
Yeah.
Alright, so he
Nothing
wails
bad.
on you, and you just like use your fortitude to knock the blade aside as coming in, and you go to like a battle stance, and so you get an immediate next turn.
Okay, I think I'll use Sundering Blade just double the damage from the first one. Okay, and then normal attacks. So a 5, a crit.
A hit, a crit, a miss.
5.
A hit.
And a 6. Okay, that's it. I don't get many attacks, not like resin, so 60, 12.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay. So that's quite a good roll. So you like wail on him backwards, and then he ends up like slamming up against the wall. So I'm only going to give him 2 attacks in this round. And he's going to need a a 9.
Come on, Dean.
Oh,
no.
nearly.
Yeah.
And you're going to need.
Fair. We can't miss anything that's below 7.
Yeah, and you're going to need a 7,
that's true.
ironically.
So yeah, that's a guarantee.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So okay, I'll probably give him one more. Cause I'm gonna roll that an 8. Oh yeah, you can't miss an 8. So yeah. So So you've blocked all of his attacks. So now you get to do another one.
Okay, I'm gonna. I think to finish him off, I'll shield bash him to the floor. So roll to activate it.
Yeah, I'm going to say that's the fight over because he doesn't have the strength to get back up. So you just like you wait for him to come out and then you parry one blow, then you bash him to the floor and like hold your blade to his throat and he just puts his hands up. And you have you've just qualified for the grand final, and the prize money is 25,000 golden arms.
That's my money.
And you just made me 14,000 gold.
Those Valenwreathians didn't count on us having our very own Knight of Kaldanian with us, did they?
Yeah, I think.
I like how
I don't want to get a scam here. I sort of like looked at Hoshi as I'm like collecting my like 14,000 gold.
And I my 7,000.
Yeah, and I looked at Hoshi and just go, to be honest, I think it sort of feels like a scam. I feel like we have insider information.
Can I get suspicious?
I sort of look at him. I sort of look at the pile and go, I'm like, you know what? I think I can do this. I think I can do suspicious.
Yeah, sounds good to me. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
I like how I've won my fights just as well, and I've gotten like nothing out of this. You guys are just like, oh, Logan, oh, fuck you guys.
Yeah,
I completely agree.
Too bad his odds are better.
2 fights left.
Logan's gonna grab him by the forearm and call him up and say thanks for a good fight and everything like that, and then head out.
That's fine. Resin, you are against a man called Cassius, but you read into this guy, and you know there are a lot of people saying Cassius isn't his real name. It's just he's a bloody Kaldanian, and you say okay.
I imagine I've been chatting with the guy I just fought. He's
like he's from Kaldania, and Cassius is his ring name. He's a man. He was kicked out of a group, some group over there. Like he was leading them.
Oh my god!
Oh no!
Wait,
oh my god! It's Rye.
Oh no!
Jesus Christ!
Well, to be fair, he did say he was an asshole.
So
it's a stupid, ridiculous armor.
All right. So
Dean, what is the policy on applying poison to my blade?
You can do it. It's fine.
All right, I'm applying.
Just like as like a sort of fallback to old Saga. Is he still wearing that like super awesome armor that he stole that Locke didn't get to wear?
Oh yeah.
Nice. My armor. It was totally meant for Locke.
God.
My armor, my sword, everything belonged to Locke in that campaign. You guys just all took it from him. All right, yeah, I'm gonna apply a Varan poison.
Okay.
So triple damage for the first turn, and double for the next 2 turns.
Oh, you might actually get him. Yeah. Okay. So
Might?
I advise don't hold back. That's what I advise.
Yeah.
So you get out there and he's wearing his he's painted the armor that you got in the last campaign in Stormbreaker, cyan blue and white, and he flicks off his cloak and takes his helmet off, and he's got this short hair and he's like standing there taking in the applause from the crowd. You don't know what he's been expelled for from the Stormbreakers, but
being a massive dick.
Does he know who he is?
Yeah,
I would.
He was
I
just
grew up on
told.
the legend, so.
He was just told by but yeah, from what the last guy was saying about this guy, he's been expelled because he was getting involved with a Valenwreathian conspiracy of some sort, and that's not the Stormbreaker way, sort of thing. So that he was expelled and voted out. So
okay, so I kind of have an idea that maybe this dickhead is probably the reason why the Stormbreakers are trying to kill us.
Yes.
So I'm just so fucking done. I'm just gonna go.
See, I only vaguely know who the Stormbreakers are. So I think I would probably recognize the armor from like legend and just like stories that have come as far as we are, but I have no idea that it's right. So I'm just going to gleefully bet on Rezon as I was planning to, not understanding just how like fucking powerful this guy is.
What are the odds?
I'll take my cue from Magnus a little bit.
The odds are 5-2.
5-2
for Rezon. For Rai.
For Rezon.
What do you reckon, Magnus?
500.
1,000.
Oh. Okay. So, Rezon.
Do it, Hoshi. Do it.
Let's go. Actually, no. Give me 30 seconds. I'm just gonna go check on something.
Yeah.
And we'll do this.
Well, I probably have more perception than him, because he was a slow fucker.
Yep. You will be going first, yeah.
By fuckers, I mean giant mutated ants.
see, Tom. Meanwhile, in my video game that I'm playing right now, I got shot down in my massive trading HGV in Elite Dangerous. It was so annoying.
Yeah, I've already died. Like, I want to see how long I go until I like, actually died. First set of bandits I came across just got just decimated. I was like,
the day before yesterday, I spent 17 million on the ship. Just I worked up to 4 million, bought 2 million worth of gold, and then got shot out of the sky and had to pay another 1 million in insurance.
Oh.
So I barely have enough to actually I barely have enough capital to make any trades. It's really annoying.
That sucks.
Alright, so Rezon, you will go first.
Yep. So I'm just gonna charge him. I've heard enough from the other guy that is like, just don't. No, I'm not gonna even fuck around. I'm just gonna go balls out with it. So I've got the poison on, so I'm doing triple damage. And I forgot on Rapier Sprint, any successful hit is a crit.
Yep.
So bypasses armor, which is wonderful. So yeah, I'm just gonna do Rapier Sprint. So I'm rolling the d6 with extra hits. So yes. So that's 11 hits.
Oh, okay. Go
so
for it.
1,
Yeah. Yep.
2,
hit,
3,
hit,
4,
hit,
5,
miss,
6,
crit,
7,
no, crit,
8,
miss,
9,
hit,
10.
crit.
So what, I missed 2 of them?
Yeah.
So that's 9 hits, and they all count as crits, and they're doing triple damage.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna roll the actual crit thing because my dice are all wonky for the 2 different weapons.
No, roll it all, man. Roll it all. I'll be.
Yeah. So just triple that.
Okay.
Or I could roll it 3 times.
Just roll 3 times. It's fine.
2, 3. So that's 1 of my 9 hits.
Okay.
Oh god.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
2, 3.
Okay. How many more do you have?
2, 3. This is my 6th, so I have 3 more.
Yep. Just keep doing it, and then I'll add more.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
God.
So,
1, 2, 3.
David, stop. Stop. Stop.
Oh my god. That was glorious.
I'm speed adding.
And it penetrates armor.
I'm never writing the rules like this ever again.
I didn't realize crits ignored armor. That's pretty mad. Also, that
Yeah.
Any hits count as crits. That's crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna really despise me.
He's not dead.
He's not dead.
Oh no.
Please tell me that armor's immune to poison.
This
right?
armor is immune to poison. That was the whole point of the armor.
Do you not remember the whole thing about poison
God, I
arrows?
forgot about the armor being immune to poison. I just remember having ridiculous armor penetration.
So it's like that. The first 3 attacks are the ones that go through, and they're pretty. They're the stout hits.
Well, it still does the normal damage. It just doesn't triple the damage. So I still got 9 crits in.
Yes. So do you know what? Do you want to just do roll 9 crits for me?
All right. I mean, you could just take the first 9. I don't mind.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
All right. 1,
Yeah.
2.
I don't want to destroy the chat again.
He's still alive, but he's like not very happy. So he reacts to that and smashes you backwards with his sword. That's supposed to be Locke's, but is not. And you're going to need a 5, a 2, a 6. Wow. Okay, a 5, a 4, and a.
How many attacks does he get?
6. Stormbreaker, man. Wow. So
Much less than you.
He only hit you once.
He only hit me once.
And he hit you for 112 damage.
Oh, it's a good thing he only hit me once.
Yeah.
So I'm at 28 again. All
You can do it,
right.
Reslin, come on.
All I have left is ahead of time.
Mhm.
Can I? By the way, ahead of time is only 1 hit.
Yeah.
So does it take my whole round, or can
Yes,
I do
it
my attacks?
takes your whole round, but if you do it, it'll knock him out. So.
Yeah. It's just like he has to make a speed check after I do it.
Yeah. Oh. I think that's to read out what it is.
It says, your blade looks out through the armor of the enemies. You pinpoint strike with such speed and they cannot react, blah, blah, blah. They score a critical hit against your opponent that passes completely through their armor.
Mhm.
They must also make a speed check. If they fail, they're decapitated and instantly killed. And suddenly bosses can be instantly
Christ.
killed.
Are you going to insta-kill him?
Thanks to kill him.
I will let you do this if you kill him.
Fuck it.
No,
I'm not gonna meet
Resin.
no. This might not be a good idea.
This is not a good
It's
idea.
fucking
Not that I
right.
can tell you that.
I meant to kill. I should have killed him in the last tournament. I'm killing him in this
Go for
one.
it. All right. Cool.
All right, activate.
Okay.
David, you realise he genuinely means murder.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to roll a speed check, and I'm going to duly
Ooh.
fail that speed check. And
Yes!
Rye's head is separated from his shoulders.
No!
Jesus Christ!
Fountain of blood.
I'm just gonna be like.
Resin, what are you
I'm
doing?
just gonna be like.
Oops.
I'm just gonna wait for the crowd's reaction.
I'm just like gasp and just not.
After that, I'm
I
gonna
don't know
drop
what's
my
saying.
sword. Like, oh shit, what have I done? You know?
all,
I mean, I'm.
Oh,
all
my
the
fucking God.
crowd is like, like there's like an intake of breath, and as this guy just like slumps down to the floor, and Resin just standing there, just covered in blood.
And I've dropped my sword. It's like, oh crap. You know, that's the look I'm going for is, oh crap, what have I done?
Yeah. You're pretty shocked by this. Logan, do you want to do anything? Or do you wanna...
Yeah, I'm gonna run out and kind of wrestle him away from Rye, the decapitated body of Rye.
it's too late.
And like, what the hell are you doing, Resin? Get out of here, quick!
I'm gonna grab.
I'll take you away.
I'm gonna grab my swords and walk out.
Okay. You get out there and you're basically running through like several parts of the substructure of the Colosseum. And finally, you see daylight and you break out onto the street, and you're like, oh, and sort of you're just like breathing in free air. And finally, one of your last opponent like reaches out, comes and grabs you by the shoulder, and just says, "I wouldn't worry too much. The crowd is shocked, but that man was from Kildanian, okay? It's not gonna be a huge deal if he dies. You'll probably just be disqualified, all right? But tell you what, I can smooth things over if you agree to give me half your winnings."
That seems like a fair thing. All right.
He says, "Okay, give me a second." And two of the Silver Legion are standing by him. They just like hem you in, so you can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, so the deal is made. All of your winnings will be going to the Valenwreathian people. If you win, and you have to win. Resin, if you do not win the tournament, you will be killed. And you are not allowed to say this to anyone. You're not allowed to tell anyone.
Yeah, I figured.
At any point, but you must win the tournament. Okay.
I'm so happy I got to kill Rye.
Logan, things settle down in the arena, and there are a few more executions just to make sure that the crowd settles down and is okay and all that. And they're chanting your name now because they really don't want Resin to win because they of what happened.
What's the odds on Logan in this fight?
Does the arena calm down sufficiently that I guess I guess what I'm looking for is like, if the arena is still in a weird state of shock, I probably would feel bad about collecting my winnings. But if they calm down, then I'd kind of take it that I guess it's okay. But
winnings are being paid out normally. It's not like they've never seen death before,
No, but I'm pretty shocked by it. I would feel bad about taking my winnings
I'm just gonna take
if
my winnings.
there was a general
Just Magnus
concern for it. But yeah, I guess I'll see Magnus going over there and just be like, oh yeah, I guess.
Okay, so you guys get.
They were bringing the winnings to you guys.
And this one would be, I'm going to give you 5-2 on Resin, and I'm going to give you evens on Logan.
Evens.
Well, that's obvious. 2,000 on Resin.
I'll equal that bet.
Okay. Fair enough. So, Resin. They make you go out first, just to face the wrath of the crowd. Just to basically, because they want you to be punished, that sort of thing. So they're all booing you and they're all chanting Logan's name. So he's being embraced by his people.
I'm sure that goes down well.
Yeah.
With Resin.
Yeah.
Resin doesn't care. He never wanted the people to like him. He just wanted to fight in the tournament and make money.
Yeah, but Logan.
Now you're gonna be lucky. If you get out of here, you'll be penniless, but you'll have your life. Logan, you come out onto the sands, and you see Resin there. Like you see all like, you're ready for this. So you guys meet in the middle, and what do you guys want to say to each other?
I'm just gonna say, well, I'm gonna win this. I don't have a choice in the matter. That's all I'm gonna say.
Is that how they let you back in? Just nod.
I'm just gonna shrug and draw my weapons.
Very well. Let's do this.
All right. You're fighting against each other now, not me. So roll away. Who?
All right. Well, I've got the higher perception.
Mm-hmm.
You do?
And I think it's a good time for another rapier sprint.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh.
You're rolling off.
Please don't decapitate Logan.
I'm not going to decapitate Logan. I don't think I'm going to need to. Because I'm
Thank
pretty
you.
sure 2 hits is going to be enough.
In fact, no. I'm gonna multiply all of your HPs by 10.
Oh god, he's got so much HP.
Yeah. So you're basically, it's gonna be a tanky battle. I don't want this over straight away. It's gonna be like
All right.
I'm gonna parry the first one. So I'll roll blade work for that one. Just give me a second. Okay, again, extra attack next time. So carry on.
Okay.
So that one misses effectively.
That's a crit.
Carry that one.
So I missed. That's one miss. And crit.
Yeah, sorry. Roll the next one. Right, so that's my second one. So I beat you. So I'll parry that side. So do yours now, and then we'll actually do it in order. Okay.
It's a crit and a
So
hit.
that's a hit. Crit and a hit.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
Sword and fail table.
I was re-rolling that, so that's another crit. I say that's 4 attacks. 5. That's a crit.
Okay.
I know 3,000 HP sounds like a lot, but this will be over in like
It's not one rest.
Hold on. I've got. What did I roll? I rolled a. What did I roll on my thing for the number of extra hits? 4, so I get 10 hits. So I have another 5 hits. 1. Reroll.
Okay, so I blocked that one.
2.
Parry that one aside.
3.
That's a crit. Yeah. Oh no, it's not.
Yeah.
But you still beat me.
4.
Okay.
5.
Has Logan ever not wanted to win more? I'm wondering.
Alright, so I hit you, what? How many times did I hit you, actually?
You hit me. You got 4 crits on me.
Oh, they're all
you
crits.
Hit me.
So.
Oh, they're all crits. Okay. Well,
There
was 6 then because I parried 4.
Okay, so 6 crits.
So,
1. Quick question, Dean.
Yep.
The poison, I only had the 2 rounds of it. It's supposed to last 3, or is it gone by now?
It's just gone by now.
Yeah, I figured.
It's gone.
So, yeah.
That'll be incredibly
Let's
harsh
see.
if I.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 12. 50. 30, 1,472.
Okay. I'll make a note of that.
And that's
Second's gonna
like I
calculate
can't use ahead of time because I don't want to kill you. I can't use.
It's alright, 1528.
I can't use Gauntlet because I've already used it.
Can't believe
today.
you motherfuckers make me get my calculator out. Fucking ridiculous.
It's alright, 1528. I've got it, Dean.
Okay. Well, yeah. Oh shit! Yeah, I missed the last one off. There you go. Oh yeah.
Right, I'm going to stumble back from that onslaught and do 1 attack. So have a crit, and then I'm gonna shield bash you to the floor. So let's do that.
I thought you'd use the gods thing.
I don't. You forget, Dean. Okay. So make a body check against me, Resin.
Okay.
So 3.
Jesus. My body is +1. Oops. Other way. Yep.
Okay. So you now on the wall. Take that in damage. And you're now
Okay.
on the floor, and Logan's gonna wait for you to get up and see what you do. In response.
Yeah, so we basically just
Alright.
knocked you down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to spend half your turn getting up.
Like half my turn is in like 2 movements, or
2
like
movements.
half my full turn.
Oh, well, half,
Okay, because that.
Yeah, it's basically half your full. You're getting up, and then you get half your turn.
Because I get the extra ones from having like either was speed or perception.
Well,
Whichever
yeah.
one gave me extra.
Bear in mind you're a top class swordsman, so a top class swordsman wouldn't just get up. You're rolling away and then getting up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you're
Yeah.
well out of
so-
reach. So you get half your turn basically.
So. Yeah, so I get 3 more attacks then.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go, come back up swinging.
Okay.
They're just regular attacks now.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you
parry
guys
that one.
do a gentleman's agreement and just do regular attacks, it's up to you. Something like
I don't have any more abilities to use that aren't gonna kill him. So.
that. Okay.
Okay. Parry that one.
All right. Jesus, I'm rolling crap.
Parry that one.
Logan is rolling well. I think my money was well placed.
Okay, so that's
You
1.
bet on
Yeah,
Resin,
wait.
didn't you?
No, we bet on Resin,
Yeah.
Magnus.
No, I bet on Logan. You kidding me?
Why? Logan's evens.
It was
Yeah.
evens. You put.
But he's gonna win.
Oh wait, no, I only had 3 attacks left, so that last one wasn't an attack. So yeah, you parried all 3 of mine.
Have you watched
Okay.
him fight recently?
Yeah, that's a good point. But Resin was the better odds.
So we're opposing.
Yep. I assumed we were the same.
That's good though.
He has so much HP.
It's nice to know that my 2,000 gold and somebody's life are on the line here.
But only one man knows his life.
Yeah, I mean, you none of you know
I have
that.
no idea, but it's just.
I've got to be honest. Even if I knew that, I'd still bet on Logan.
Yeah, well, it's nice to know that although I might lose 2,000 gold, I won't feel nearly as bad as Rezon.
Alright, well, it's Logan's turn, so.
How much of an idea would Logan have that Resin's made a deal to come back into?
None at all.
No.
None at all, right?
That would be metagaming of the highest degree.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, in
no,
any
I know,
case,
yeah.
the only thing you can tell is that Resin isn't having fun with this fight.
Yeah, he literally really wants to win.
Yeah.
But again, you know Resin's a prideful guy, so maybe he wants to win because, you know...
He doesn't want to get beat by the
The only thing you can tell, you would be able to tell from the way Resin's acting, is that he's not having fun in a fight for once.
Okay.
That's a good point.
I've just been playing Logan as though he's not particularly enjoying being in combat with you, as in, you know, fighting against his brother and everything. So I will continue to do it like that. Let's do.
Well, you might want to end the fight quickly rather than having it drag out.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I will do. I think I'm going to use Bane of Humankind. So.
Oh, Jesus Christ. But wait, I'm not human.
I was literally just about to say that.
So fuck you, invalid! Stands in.
Ironic, isn't it?
I am not getting knocked into the ground.
Okay, all of my hits hit. If that makes sense. All of my attacks hit, and then I crit on 5. So I'll just.
I think I'm dead.
I'll roll a crit. So no crits, but I'll reroll 1. So 1 crit. So roll.
I think crits on 4. Jesus.
They crit on 5s from the special ability. 30.
I really could have used Gauntlet here. Although he keeps parrying all my attacks, so it wouldn't matter.
Yeah. We actually have similar blade work, so.
Yeah. Well, we both. He's at 11. I'm at 10.
477 from 140.
He's at 969.
969.
I was at 969 because I was at 10 times, right? Oh no, 1400. Never mind. At 200 more, so 1169.
1169.
I can't. Yeah.
Okay.
So, hold on. That I need 1169 minus 477. Where's my calculator? 1169 minus 477. So I'm at 692 left.
692. And what's Logan left on?
Okay. I'm on 1528 at the moment.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Resin, go for it.
Resin, go for it.
I just have to actually hit you with these. Alright, 1. 2.
Good.
Okay, that's a crit.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Alright.
3.
I rolled a 1 for the next one. So I parried that one.
Yep.
Go again.
4.
It's a crit.
The
That's
crit.
crit. 5.
I know.
6. A reroll.
Didn't parry that one.
Alright,
2 hits,
so
2 crits.
that's
So far.
2 crits
2
and a
hits, 2
hit.
crits.
That's 6 attacks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 hits, 2 crits it was.
Yeah, okay.
So could you hit me on the last one?
Hit. Hit. Crit. Crit. Decent crits.
Add that for me, Dean.
250 plus 253
503 plus whatever that is.
plus 138 plus 136 equals 777 damage.
777. Okay.
So I could take him down one more round if I hit about the same.
Right.
I'm on 752 then. Okay. Let's.
You need a decent
see.
round to knock him to get him down, Logan.
Yeah, I'm going to use. Sundering Blade for one of my attacks. So
Oh,
activate,
Okay.
and then
Oh,
so crit. There you go.
Hold on. Okay.
Okay. There's 4. So hit. And 3. Okay. So a hit and a quadruple crit. crit. So roll.
I think that quadruple crit will probably save the town.
5d12.
That's gonna be somebody.
And what's the hit?
And Resin's gonna die.
That's it. That's everything.
Oh, okay. I'm still up then.
By how many do you got left?
262.
Okay.
So I have to take him down this
Got it.
round.
His turn, yeah.
Unless I manage to block all of his shit next round.
Attention.
So, 6 hits. 1.
Oh,
Reroll.
shit. Oh shit. Blocked.
Parried.
2.
Oh
reroll.
shit. Parried.
Parried.
Jesus Christ.
3. For fuck's sake.
Oh. Oh.
Okay, that's
Hit.
4. Fuck, that was 2.
Parried.
5.
Oh,
That's
got
crit.
this one, yeah.
6. Reroll.
It's parried.
So I've got 1 hit and 1 crit.
Hit and a crit.
Ooh, that's not gonna be enough.
No. I just have to survive this next round.
Yeah, you're gonna survive. So 2. Let me add that up. So it's 137.
3, 6. 373. So I'll take that off.
236 equals 373.
I just have to block everything this time.
You gotta block everything. Like, if 1 or 2 attacks get through, you're pretty much scuppered. I think. Especially if he crits, then you are in trouble.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do normal attacks. So I don't want to use Cleave the Gods on you. So 3.
Ah, you know you want to.
I don't want to.
That's a hit.
Hit.
For fuck's sake.
Reroll.
Reroll.
Oh,
no, double
that's a
10.
fail. Double
no.
Swordsman table.
Come on.
Well,
Yeah,
I gotta
let's do it.
2. I think
2.
that's okay.
I think that's okay.
Hang on, let me just check. Let me double check
so
because there's a
isn't
lot
that
riding
you-
on this. So, but
Yeah, isn't that you recover and then?
I think you get your round back. But I think
Yeah, I think you do.
Nothing happens, you recover.
Nothing happens. You recover.
Yep. So there's a 2 for that one. That's the 3rd attack.
Okay. And 4.
God,
So
I'm so
that's-
dead.
And then the 4th one is a 4. So 3 hits.
Rolling so badly. Oh, what?
Wow.
What?
You are kidding. You had 260 left, was it?
I had 262 left.
Oh.
What?
62.
How much? What are you at?
479 at the moment.
You have 3 HP.
Okay.
You
I
definitely
need
need to take him down now. Resin, the time has come to roll well, my friend. This is the moment where you need to really roll well. With your 3 HP. This is
Come on.
definitely the moment.
Come on. Come on, roll 20. We can do this.
Yeah.
We can do this. Ready?
Yep.
1,
That's a good roll. Oh, well,
2.
So he's trying his best here. There's Resin.
Logan's trying harder.
3.
Oh my
Parried.
God.
This is absurd.
Four,
You're
that's a
rolling
crit.
well.
That's a crit.
5.
Oh no.
Parried.
6.
Okay, it's 2.
Oh, no.
A crit and a
Crit and a
hit.
crit again.
A crit and a hit.
It's not enough.
Oh,
No,
it's
no,
gonna
no.
be close. It's gonna be close.
Hang on, let me do. No, I've got to calculate this because I don't want people getting anything wrong. Not that you will, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
115. 374.
He's still alive.
374. I'm on 105 HP at the moment.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, you're gonna have to parry everything, Resin. Parry everything. The minute there isn't a parry, then I think that's curtains.
That's it.
That's
It's
it.
curtains.
It's curtains. So, Logan. Wow, the music changed right
Sorry,
at the perfect moment. Logan knocked Resin down with his shield. Eventually, both of them are exhausted, and Resin tries to get back up, but he just gives up and goes, you know what, fuck this shit, and just drops his. He's actually lying on his back and he just drops his blades out of his hand with an audible clang. And the announcer comes on and says, "Your winner," said Logan Balefire, and everyone starts cheering. And
I'm gonna stand up and cheer as well
Yeah.
and clap my hands.
the announcer comes out with the chest of golden arms, says 25,000 golden arms. We have one more piece of business. And he goes, Resin, for your crimes, sullied the arena. you have failed in your penitent fight, and so it falls to your conqueror to land the executioners below, and he steps back and and gives you a meaningful look. Says,
plot twist.
Says,
What? Wait, what's going on?
Logan has been told to kill Resin.
Is Logan gonna kill Resin?
It's up to
Jesus Christ.
Is Logan gonna kill Resin? Is everyone looking at me now?
Yeah. The crowd's chanting and then giving him the thumbs down.
No, please, Logan, don't.
Slowly raise his sword above his head and say, "I'm sorry, Resin," and bring it down, but stab it into the floor and not hit Resin.
Okay.
Oh shit!
He's gonna resolutely stab it into the floor, into the sand beneath him, and pick Resin up.
And I'm going to say that, Logan, I think we might need to run.
Oh, God.
I think so.
Magnus?
You slowly hear it go. He goes. You can actually hear the words like "Balefire, the Merciful." They go around the arena, and it starts picking up, and then like hits a crescendo, and everyone just stand up, and start applauding, and like all the women are like crying and stuff like that, and it's like really getting emotional, and you help the limping Resin out of the sands, and they're giving like a hero's welcome back in the pits. Slaps on the back all round and all that. Because nobody's seen a fight quite like that for a long time. And of course, you're paid your 25,000 golden arms.
Magnus?
Yes?
Did that just happen?
That's the arena, baby.
And that's where we'll leave it for this week.
Resin lives!
Resin Logan's going to give you 10,000 of his winnings as a gesture of goodwill for holding up, giving such good support and
not using my insta-kill.
We did run over.
Not using your insta-kill.
We did run over in time. We ran over in time, but I think everyone can. It was an awesome.
That was good. Resin beheading Rai was the most shocked Hoshi has been since Magnus raised the dead.
Oh, I'm so happy that I got to do that.
And you've actually all leveled up twice. So there you go. Yeah,
okay.
High fives all around.
Yeah, so everyone's leveled up twice. That may be the last time you level. I don't know. Maybe.
So yeah, we're level 9 now, right?
Level 9, yeah. Just the highest you've ever been in this system.
Can you take 2 legendary stats?
You can take.
Yeah, but you only get 1 skill from the second one, right?
Yeah. You can take as many as you want for the one from the one that you're specialized in, and then 1 from another one. So.
Okay.
Cool. So if you've taken more than
Could
one, then.
Well, to be fair, I'd be breaking into 2 legendary stats with these 2 levels, so I'd only have a chance to take 1 from each anyway.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure that I could actually do both.
Yeah, you can.
And then is it then a -4 if you're level 11?
Yes.
No. Oh, it is?
No, it's just it just stays the same. I think it's just you get access to the legendary stuff. Which
yeah.
In that case, I'll probably level something else.
You just get access to the pretty decent. If anyone needs legendary stats,
ridiculous.
Let me know now for next week.
Well, I'm pretty sure.
What do you mean need legendary stats? Doesn't don't have any.
I haven't written this one yet.
Oh,
the only ones that have been written are magic, speed, and blade work.
Oh well, then I'll probably be taking legendary and bowman.
Oh, that's fine. Okay, I will write some legendary stats then.
Okay.
Could I have legendary body?
Why don't everyone just put something on BOD and we will.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
And
by the way, Logan, once you hit body 8, it increases your multiplier, right?
Yeah, it just says it in the rules somewhere. I don't know where it does.
So it's once you're over 8, it's 30 times instead of 20 times, wasn't it?
It's 40 times once you're over 6, I think it is.
What? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Hold on, I need to get the game rules up because I should have added a lot more HP there for a while now.
Wait, HP is what? Body score based, is it?
Oh, it is at 6.
Yeah.
So I had a lot more HP.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? How HP varies with what?
With when you get over 8 body.
Yeah. So I should have had
6.
So Guardian stats, we get one every 2 levels, is it?
Yeah.
One every level.
Every level.
Oh, every level. Okay. Good.
If anyone needs to go, I'll let you go because it's a lot later than we're gonna finish. But,
I will be going in a second, but I have one order of business to attend to with Dan. And that is, what time shall we meet on Saturday? At GameStop?
Should we say 2:30 like we did last week? I'm sorry about.
Yeah, that should be fine.
Last week.
No, that's fine. It was I actually was out in the evening, so it was actually it was going to be a bit tight anyway. So
yeah. I'll say goodbye to everyone on Twitch and on YouTube. So thanks for watching. It's been 3 hours, but
thank you for watching. See you guys again.
Yeah, see you later
in the future.
Yeah.